The teacher shortage in America hitting crisis levels. In Osceola County, Florida,
we're short about 200 teachers, and with a week to go, that is quite alarming.
30% of teachers surveyed are either considering or actively planning to leave their job ahead of the new school year. Some say they are leaving to take a position at a different school, but 29% of the teachers mentioned above say they are leaving the education field altogether.
I know you've heard this headline right now. You've probably seen it on social media, this teacher crisis, this teacher shortage. The Bureau of Labor Statistics estimates about 300,000 public school teachers and staffers left their jobs altogether since the start of the pandemic, a nearly 3% drop in that workforce.
The men and women who educate our children are increasingly burnt out, struggling with the aftermath of 2+ years of the pandemic, increasing scrutiny over curriculums that has put many of them at the center of educational culture wars, not to mention fears for their own safety. And oh, by the way, there's always that issue of low pay.
It's taken public schools to get this bad for the media to start talking about the teacher shortage. There's been a teacher shortage since 2003, maybe even before. This school year is beginning without enough teachers. This is happening across the country. It's an emergency that needs to be fixed yesterday. Why? There will be kids this year who will, rightly or wrongly, come to the conclusion that they're not learning anything. How can one kid learn when they're competing with 29 other kids for one teacher's attention? So they'll drop out and hopefully get a job. And if they can't get a job, they'll probably turn to crime. And when seniors graduate in June, some of them will not be very good at reading, writing, nor math. How will they get a job? How will they go to college? I hear robbing businesses at night can make you good money in just one night. And if you think crime is bad now, and will get worse, wait 4 years. The class of 2027 will put up with a teacher shortage in the richest country in the world. Invest in jitsu classes now. When I began high school in Northern California, my class, the class of 1995, was the first to begin high school after my school district went bankrupt. In the richest state, in the richest country in the world, we didn't have tables in physics class. We had to put used doors on top of chairs to conduct our experiments. But somehow there was money for metal detectors. In elementary school, there was no more Soviet Union. Russia and America were friends. How wrong we were. We didn't need to spend money on a massive military that would fight massive nuclear or conventional war. We could spend the money on schools, healthcare, jobs to maintain roads and bridges, etc. Nope. We had to sell chocolate to raise money for our school. And we weren't the only school to do it. And this brings us back to California's real culprit, Prop 13. In 1978, Californians passed Proposition Prop 13. This defunded education, homeless services, mental health services, and addiction services. We are reaping what we sowed 40 years ago. California now has a budget surplus. Where will this money go? And repealing Prop 13 is so unpopular that any politician supporting repealing Prop 13 will be out of a job. So, we in California want improvement, but we're not willing to fund it. Whatever the system's intention or design, here's how it works. Education is too expensive and jobs don't pay well. So Americans have three options: be homeless, be a thief, or be all that you can be. Join the army. The pay is bad, but you're fed and housed. And we'll soon start a war with Russia and China. You'll have a job. Until you get blown up. Oops, I meant to say you'll have a job for the rest of your life.